Sorry for starting late, everyone. Took a bit getting ready. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Okay, so, I was getting things ready for today, in the tier list department, and then, I'm gonna turn this down, and then I looked over, I was like, oh crud, it's time. At least I had all, like, the share stuff set up, so it didn't take too long to get that going. I'm just uploading a few more things for one of these tier lists. There we go, and then okay, there we go. Alright. That is probably good then. Alright, so, yeah, Daybreak 2. We are now here at the end of this entire saga. I'm gonna find some good music to put on in the background. Might just play Daybreak 1 music, depending on... Let me see... Daybreak 2 Extended. Yeah, hope everyone is having a good Friday. Or I suppose there might be parts of the world where it might be Saturday. If so, hello. Okay, what's this track again? Okay, yeah, this is a nice chill one. The nighttime one. Okay. Anyway, so... Let me just move this back over here. And then we'll get the chat up. Yo, Amy! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so, I gotta say, Trails Through Daybreak 2 is a freaking great game. This has been one of the most fun stream series I think I've ever had. The post-game dragged. I will say I don't think it's gonna affect my opinion on the game really at all. I will say that like my standard for post games in most RPGs is very, very low because most of them are of similar quality to the post game in this one. So I don't really like have high expectations. Reverie was like one of the better ones I feel I've experienced. Maybe not the best post game, but one of the better ones. So, regardless, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I will say the rest of the game, though, I quite liked it. I feel like I've also said my thoughts generally multiple times over at this stage. Yeah, the 3-star thing is just... I also was a little insane. I posted this in my server that I did go out of my way to get all, like, the crafts upgraded for everyone last night. Hey, when you know what you're doing, it isn't, like, the worst thing in the world, but it's just time-consuming. But, yeah, I think I've definitely made it very clear that I like this game a lot. So I feel I'm not gonna, like, spend too much time repeating myself, aside from just... I really like the time travel stuff a lot in this game. If I had to give, like, comments about, like, general things that I don't like, I think a few things were very awkwardly placed. And I've gotten some comments that have kind of got me to, like, rethink certain aspects of the plot before, like, the Heiaway stuff, I think has, like, bothered me less as I've gone along, to an extent at least. I'm just glad they finally have been paying off things with, like, Sao and stuff. And that's been interesting. Again, it's like really awkward the way that they revealed the Gaolong stuff, but the plot point on its own I'm okay with. I think in general the character work is really good. I like and again, like, there's like little moments here or there all throughout, but I mean that's also just Trails. Sometimes you just get weird moments, like just Swin just jumping in to take a stabby stab, but it was a fake out thing. I'm like, why would you do this? But considering the premise, yeah, that was a little silly. But I don't know. Then we have like the Ren stuff, which is amazing in this, and I really like the way they handled like the entire cast, and like the rewind stuff was a lot of fun. Like, I don't fully understand the time travel mechanics, but like I feel I understand it enough to get enjoyment out of it, which I think is the important thing here. I find the combat is so freaking good, like especially compared to the previous one. I brought this up also in my server. I found a very funny tech off screen, and I did not utilize it on screen last time. So turns out it counts Van and Grendel Van as two different characters. So if you activate boost and then transform, it will transfer the boost to the other character, but that basically means that you can also do like multiple S-crafts in a row. And hypothetically, if you transform back after doing the other one, he can do like 3 S-crafts off the same boost. Hypothetically. It's like insane. It's only useful in the garden, but it's a tech that I discovered, which is pretty interesting. It's interesting. Yeah. Regardless, yeah, that's something fun. But right. So, moving on from that, yeah, just the combat in general is just really good. The gameplay in general, I like pretty much all the mini games myself. The Uno is just luck, but that's Uno for you, right? That's a bit of a letdown compared to like Vantage Master for sure, which was like a way deeper mini game, but I liked them all. Like, it's a really fun game, and I think and the garden on its own, like, as a thing to do on the side is, like, a lot of fun. I do think the star system is a bit much, considering how little substance there is there. It's something I could see being improved, though, in the future. But as it currently stands, it's there, I guess. It gives me more time to play around with the combat, at least, which is good, because there's a lot to learn with this combat system. I learned way more playing this than I ever did in Daybreak 1. And I like the route stuff a lot. Yeah, I think it's just a good game. So, with all that said, let's get into the tier list stuff. I know we love our tier list stuff. So let's do that. Wait, hold on. What's the? Oh, crud. Sorry. I'm gonna. I don't know why that. Dang it! It's there again. All right. So we're back at it with some fun shenanigans. We have Trails chapters back again. I think this will be a good exercise before I rank the game proper. However, we have a few other ones as well. I have, like, the mini games across all of Trails. Depends on how, like, long we want all of this to go on for, you know. But I also have the openings and everything as well. So I have things I can go through for sure. And yeah, I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. So so without further ado, god dang. All right. Why are you talking about Kasim? There was no Kasim. There's just nothing. All right. So I do notice that it has listed on this page down here sub-chapters from Kai. I'm not gonna look too closely at that. But, I think before I do this, though, I want to update some Cold Steel 3 chapters and how I feel about them. Okay. So just looking at the stuff that I have up here. Okay. I think having Cold Steel 3 Chapter 2, yeah, next to Azure Chapter 2 checks out. The finale of Cold Steel 3. Okay. That might be getting... It is a crazy cliffhanger. Gameplay-wise, it is a letdown of a finish, but that does feel a little intentional in some ways. I do like a lot of the reveals, like the Gaius stuff is really cool. And the general atmosphere of it. Okay, considering its competition is like a bunch of these other finales, I think that's probably fair to have it there. But at the same time, I'm wondering... Okay, Daybreak 1's finale, in hindsight, I think I might have also been a little bit harsh to a lot of things in Daybreak 1. I think I put it next to Cold Steel 3's finale, I think. This is not going to be in order. I'm going to give up on this being in order. But, yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so Cold Steel 3 and Daybreak 1's finale, I think they both have issues, but I think their strengths overpower them. I think that's a good way to describe that, you know? Like, I think the characters being revived or whatever is really dumb. I will say that much. But I will say that even though they dragged the whole game out for it, the van reveal stuff is really good. And the Dark Hours stuff was kind of interesting. Oh, but then it has like the endless talking gauntlet. You know what, actually, let's put it back, but it's gonna be top of S tier. I hate those so much now. I keep, like, this is the worst incarnation of it, too. Okay, we're putting it back there. Anyway, let's see. Cold Steel 3... Chapter 3. Okay, Chapter 3, I think my opinion of it went up a bit. I don't think I like it as much as Chapter 2, but I like the way that it resolved a lot of stuff. In regards to, like, the aftermath of Cold Steel 2 stuff and dealing with, like, the fallout of the Noble faction and how nobles are dealing with the situation and all of that. That's pretty good stuff. And also, like, the Northern Jaegers is, like, a pretty good plot thread. I think and, like, Sarah's backstory is really good. Also Claire's as well. And funny enough, that is the one area that if I ignore the ending, watching the Northern War anime did enhance things slightly, where it's like, I've at least seen what your country looks like, people, and what life is like there, kind of, so I can understand their perspective more. That's, like, the best thing to come out of that anime, and it did enhance that chapter. I am leaning towards it being... it's probably staying in this tier, but I'm moving it up a bit. I don't know. Again, it's not actually in order. I'm just saying I like it more than before. Chapter 1 of Cold Steel 3 is pretty good. It has that moment that, you know, but I think it had a really good, really strong pace. I really like the Hummel stuff a lot. I'm gonna give this one a bump. I don't think it's as good as Chapter 2 and 3, but I think it's... Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, I'm swapping. Alright, I'm gonna level with all of you. When I replayed Cold Steel 3, Chapter 4, my opinion of it dropped really hardcore. Specifically the Dark Dragon diversion. That in the middle of it was just... it's, like, even knowing what happens in the narrative is just kind of like... It feels kind of random. And it's especially repetitive with, like, the finale where we fight, like, another Dark Dragon kind of thing as well. The boss is cool. I like being able to swap the characters. I mean, I like the political tension with, like, the Calvard dudes. Like, that part's good. And I like funny enough, I don't even mind the party anymore. Like, I think that the worst with the forced talking segments is Daybreak 1. Like, bar none, there's, like, no contest. The party is not, like, the worst. You can also get some good lore coming back to it. But I also knew it was coming this time around. I like the reveals with Osborne, I guess. It's complicated. I'm gonna keep it here, actually, next to Chapter 1, but I think it's messy. I did like the, you know, the whole quest and everything regarding the Calvard embassy man. Again, like, clearly as of Daybreak 2, I love that they did things with him. That was really cool. So, yeah, I'm so happy that I wrote that name down and I found him. I'm so freaking happy. But, okay, so, I think that's every Cold Steel 3 chapter, because I don't think there was an intermission. So, I guess we're good. Okay. Let's begin, then. Right. So, we have the prologue. That was a pretty dang strong prologue for Daybreak 2. I might like it more than Daybreak 1's prologue in some ways. I'm trying to think on that. I did like the Elaine stuff a lot. That was really fun. I liked the intrigue regarding the Crimson Grendel. I liked the stuff where, like, hey, we had to go and, you know, interrogate some thugs, and like how they were getting really spooked by everything, and all the build up to the twists that this is going to be ReZero is fun, because it's paced like a normal Daybreak chapter until like the coin drops, you know, like that moment is where it's like, okay, now we're doing our own thing. Yeah, I really like that chapter, and it's pretty well done. Where is the Daybreak 1 prologue? I think it was one of the good ones too. There's so many chapters. I'm gonna have to change the song now. We'll go to this one from Daybreak 1. I'm just making sure I put it up here. That's kind of crazy that I'm having a hard time finding that one. Like, I'm feeling kind of blind right now. I'm sure someone else here has spotted it already. Oh, there it is. Okay, I put it in S tier. Yeah, because that's a good one. I'm going to put it right up next to it, I think. I think that's a pretty good chapter. Thank you. Thank you, Andreas. Yeah, I just looked over. Yeah, okay. So, it's probably around as good, if not better. Yeah. Good intro to the game. Act 1A. Okay, I really liked getting to meet Judith's grandma, and she's a fun character. The build up to Ix's reveal later on was a whole lot of fun. I really it was so funny when I looked at him, like, in that not weirdo form that he had, and my brain was like, it'd be really funny if this guy was Dante's kid, and then, but you know, he's like, no, I'm this other guy's kid, and then the other swerve that happened at the end where I'm like, okay, and my brain just forgot about that comment until later. Really funny. Which has me like thinking, like, okay, was that like what his natural hair color is? I'm like, what is, from like a world building perspective, I'm wondering what their deal is. But yeah, that was just a solid chapter, introducing the, you know, Genesis, or Crimson Genesis fragments, and the Almada's Legacy, all of that jazz, which is pretty good. And I like the stuff involving that character that I do not remember his name on the top of my head, but you know, how he felt bad for transporting the bomb. That was good stuff. I would say that's, again, we're in a good one. For me, I think I like it more than, well, oh, there's some strong freaking contenders here, though. This is some strong competition. But, I think I like it about as much as the prologue. Yeah, well, I learned that the hard way. Yeah, I think we're gonna set a through line. I wonder if we're gonna hit the point where most of these chapters are gonna end up here, which is gonna be really funny. Okay, I will say this. When I say everything there about Act 1A, I really like that 1B we got to use the rewind feature a little bit more. And I like the twist where we were like finding out about, you know, Lapis. Well, slowly, where we meet her and she, you know, tries to antagonize us and everything. That's like a really good like building block chapter, I think. I will say this might be, funny enough, like one of the more whatever chapters narratively speaking, if I put aside the fact that like they're using like the time travel thing, which is fine. Like, because it's just kind of them doing their job. I like that they do the setup with Swin and Nadia about can they like run from their past or whatever, which is fun. Yeah, I might even go ahead and say that while I really like the time travel rewind thing, now knowing some of the stuff that happens later on, I guess it's also needed for us to like start learning the mechanics before the mechanics go off the rails later as well. So this kind of feels like a very like needed chapter from like a utility standpoint. I'm leaning towards being in here. Like, it's good. It's really good. But it's not as good as that. Eventide is good. I'll put it like around here, sure. Sure. Okay. Interlude. Oh, wait, because this is probably from the fan translation, right? That's probably the overture that they had. I mean, we do the garden. It sure existed. I'm gonna put it here on virtue of it being a nothing chapter. I think. Like, it just introduced the garden got hacked or something, right? Like, did anything else happen in Overture? Because I'm pretty sure that was just, here's the garden, and that's basically it. I'm assuming that's Overture. And on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and likewise extra the whole post game or whatever. Like, I'll go ahead and say this. I don't know if you guys will agree with me. I feel that's like the most, like, I feel the post game of this game feels pretty skippable. I mean, maybe they'll randomly reference like Data Demon Boy at some point, but I don't know. They'll find some way to make it relevant, but it doesn't feel very important. The teaser scene is nice with Hamilton, I guess. Yeah. I'm leaning towards putting it in wherever I put Overture is where I'm putting this, and yeah, I'm gonna put that there. So okay, it exists. I'm not, for the record, I put it here not because like I'm offended by it or anything. It's just I don't got much to say about it. It sure is a chapter that is in the game. So okay. Oh, I just realized like what that looks like to you all. Okay, so yeah, there you go. That's where it is. Alright, let me pull this up here. Alright, Act 2A. This one is another good one. This one's the one with Aaron, where we learned about Gaolong, and we also, like, get the Sao stuff, which is... Okay, like, the Heiwei politics stuff is, like, a little rushed over a bit. It is a little bit hard to follow for a lot of it, especially with, like, the names, for me, at least. But, I thought it was fun. And also the Shizuna stuff in the cave with, like, her fighting Kasim was a lot of fun. And yeah, I really like Lucrezia a lot. And Gaolong, I don't mind him as a character at all. I find him a fun inclusion. and it will be an interesting foil to Sao going forward. So, yeah. Okay, well, I will put this act higher than 1B, as much as I did like, you know, again, like 1B is just very a functional utility chapter, you know. I think this one, I don't know, I like it a lot. I'll probably put it top of A tier. That sounds correct. Because, yeah, like, bottom of S over here is, like, Chapter 5, which is good, but overstates its freaking welcome, you know? Okay. So, next is going to be Act 2B. One of my favorites in the entire game. That one's a good one. A real good one. I really like the... Okay, at first it was a little like, alright, we're back in school. And then the moment, like, the literal bomb goes off, it's like, okay, I'm in. I think in hindsight, I probably would have made... I don't know, I would have preferred if some August stuff was made more available, or if they made it so we could actually read those bookshelves in more detail or something. Stuff like that would have helped things later on. But I really liked that chapter, especially by the end. Oh my gosh, that fight against friggin' Ace was really freaking cool. The problem is, obviously, knowing who he is later is kind of like, oh man, now this is hurting this chapter specifically, which was what I really, really liked. But also, we dealt with the terrorists, finally, actually. Like, those terrorists from Crossbell, which was, like, been a thing that, like, they mentioned in the background all the time in Daybreak 1, but we actually finally see it in this game, which is really good. So, and then there's, like, getting to see Toa is a lot of fun, and, like, the way that they handle all that is cool. Well, actually, now I think about it, in Act 1B is, like, when we go to the tower, right? And then I think that's when we first meet Toa, actually, right? As funny as it is, that actually would bump this for me. I think that is... I might be wrong, though. Yeah, because we're just in the school for, like, the entirety of, like, 2B. Okay, I'll bump that up a bit. Yeah, so we visit the tower and stuff. Yeah, Act 2B, though, I like it better than 2A. I think it would be here if the later reveal involving Ace wasn't so lame. But I probably would have had it as my favorite chapter that we have listed so far otherwise. But it is really strong. And okay. So alright, we're at the one we already know. There's it's going all the way up fragments. There's no discussion to be had. This is one of the best chapters in Trails. Like, oh god. Actually, yeah, I think it goes right up here. I think deservedly. Like, this is no discussion. It is so good. It's so good. It's insane how good it is. Yeah, if this was someone's favorite Trails chapter, bar none, I would understand it full stop. It has some really strong competition with these two here. Like, SC and Azure's finales are so freaking iconic. But, yeah, so, yeah, alright. So now we have Act 3, the whole Act 3 gauntlet, and it's all separate. Oh boy. Oh god. Okay. If any chapters here are dropping below A tier, it's gonna be this. Alright, I'm gonna rip this band-aid off really quick. 3F might be one of my least favorite chapters in Trails. I'm gonna even go ahead and extend this and kind of say, I don't even love the way Swin, like his entire motivation for what he does there is really weird. Like, that's kind of... But that's all tied into the gobbledygook fragment or corrosion thing that's going on. It's whatever to me. I do like the ultimate payoff to an extent, but the Garden Master is so poorly explained. Like, the robot body, I just have to accept Almada just got the resources, man. They can just make one of those. Maybe next game they'll just explain, oh, actually no, like, Marduk handed them over or something. I mean, they're suspicious as frick, so... I mean, I thought he had plenty. I just disagree on that one, Amy. It's weird, though, that it feels like I hope this changes in the future, but we have a 2-for-2 that when they have done things with these characters, they just made a robot copy of somebody they knew in their past or something. But I don't know. It's I mean, it isn't literally in this case. It's August, which is it is there's okay. I'm trying to think. Are there any redeeming qualities that are keeping me from putting this in bottom tier? I mean, the boss fight's cool. I like the... Okay, what qualifies as the start of chapter of, like, 3F here? Is it, like, when they rewind, like when they reach the statue and then everything gets, like, voided or whatever? Because that is a good moment. That is a really good moment. And it does lean into it well. I am willing to say... I'm going to count it as part of 3F when I say this as a redeeming quality. Okay. I guess as a redeeming quality, that's the point where the act starts making sense. Like, a lot more. I will go ahead and, though... Yeah... It's funny that... Alright, if... I just want to say this as a hypothetical. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put each one of these chapters... Well, I guess we are separating them anyway. But, like, Act 3 on the whole... when I look at the entire thing... I'll figure out where I would rank that. But for now, I'll put this... Okay, I'm looking at what else is in F. Yeah, I do not like third chapter 2. And, SC's prologue, the Lalacal bit, doesn't really do it for me anymore. but I would say this is worse than Lalacal, but better than 3rd Chapter 2 for me. So, there you go, everyone. That is where we are at with that. So, anyway, 3A. Okay, so that's like the Ashen one where she like poisoned everyone, and then we got like another development on Sao's arc or whatever, and just kind of wrapped up the Ashen thing, which I remember in the moment that was a little confusing, but that's some nice character stuff, I guess. I have a feeling this is going to be just... It's fine. I would say it's probably bottom of B tier. Maybe. Actually, no, I'm looking at what some of these things are in Prologue. I actually might put it here. Like, somewhere in here. It's fine. 3B. Okay, so that is the stuff involving Maxim, which is pretty good. I liked that quite a bit. I think... yeah, that one is maybe bottom of B tier. I really like the Maxim stuff quite a bit. Quite a bit. 3C, I like the Celis stuff. This actually might be one of my favorites of the entire act, funny enough. Just learning about the church people and seeing them develop, and the whole car chase thing where Celis is on top of the car and she's about to like stab it or whatever is really fun. And also the moment where she just breaks like the reality thing and just nearly like takes out Garden Master's eye is really fun. I liked that a lot. I would actually say that one is pretty dang good. Again, this is gonna be no particular order, but I'll just slap it here. I like 3C. Yeah, Leon, oh my gosh, him in particular, seeing him not be antagonistic is great. Okay. So, then we have 3D. Okay, so... alright, you know what, on second thought... I may actually remove... well, okay. I don't know. I think we're making a new row. There we go. Okay. We now have a I don't like it tier. But yeah, no, so 3D. Okay, so that one's really good, to an extent. I do like, yeah, that's a lot of fun. The Kasim part's really weird, but I'm not gonna necessarily call that a flaw, because that could be just an intentional character flaw for him, that he's kind of just big, stoic, serious man that kind of just battle makes you stronger or some crud. I don't, because that is kind of the vibe I get from him a lot of the time. I really hope we get more of the Mirabelle stuff, because that actually made him feel weird, like humanized for once to me, which is really funny. Like, oh my god, he's in casual clothes doing human being stuff. We need more of that. But yeah. 3D though, yeah, it's good. It's good. I would rank it right underneath Maxim, I think. And that ending to that with like this whole like airship crashing is such a good death end moment. And like the reset thing too was really good. Yeah. I might like it more than 3B. Yeah. That was good stuff. I will say the Kasim thing had me balding so much that I had some things distracted, but thinking back on it, there's some really good character stuff for our main characters in this one. Okay, so 3E. That was a fun one. It turned into whale spam towards the end. I think if there's any of these mini acts that started to drag a little bit, it was that one, just because of how many fights we had to do in a row. That was a bit excessive. I did like that we got to do more Cody stuff, and the Gramhart stuff was cool. It was cool. Him just shooting a missile and stuff. So yeah, it's around the same spot, I think. So okay, I think looking at this, I think the highest ranked Act 3 thing is in Act B, but the vast majority of them are in B tier, with like one in C, one in F. I'm leaning towards low B for the entire act. Like, it's not bad, but as we've established, it is like we were up here and even here with like one of these, you know? Like so, and actually, I don't know. This one's good. Actually, no, I think I do like this more than Chapter 4. Yeah, although this is an iconic Chapter 2. Hold on, let me just bump this up. And okay. Is that Heimdall chapter? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I would say the entirety of Act 3 for me is a B. Like, low B, but it's good. Mid to low B. But okay. Anyway, also, like, let's not take this a little bit too seriously, because half of these chapters collectively across the series, I'm not thinking too hard about it because there's so much plot. But alright, the finale. The finale is really freaking strong. Okay, I need to think about the finale real quick. That final boss is sick. But I need to think on this real quick. Okay. 1, the festival callback to Cold Steel 1 is a lot of fun. That is a lot of fun. When I replayed Cold Steel 1, I did not mind that section at all. The excessive amount of bonding events is like just the way the game is structured. I would not blame it for that. It doesn't have forced talking though. And those bonding events are really freaking good. But yeah, it doesn't have the forced talking, which is, like, again, this chapter's biggest freaking flaw. And we did get, like, the reveal for, Nina, which is crazy. I really like the dingo reveal a lot. And I really liked... I feel like the most, like... We have this here so we can get this information to you as, like, the Harwood breaking into the reality thing, I guess. But it was still a fun moment. It was a fun boss fight. But, yeah. I was, like, in the justification department. But it's okay. I really liked the... But man, so many of those Bonnie events were really freaking good. We have VTubers in Trails. Good for Contra. But yeah, no, God, the Patter Matter thing is so freaking good. And the reset thing is good too. Aaron's moment with his dad was also really, really, really good. And it had a strong final boss. You know, I think it's joining most of these finales. I think I like it. Reveries might be better. Because, like, for me, because of the big, like, dog fight with, like, everybody getting involved in Aurelia slicing the laser and, Reen altar and stuff. But then at the same time, this has a sick final boss. Like, the coolest final boss in the series. It's weird comparing them, because they're, like, in terms of what happens, are so polar opposites. Yeah, I'm leaning towards this. So, all right, we have a bit of a spread with this game, don't we? Because we have 2 in the top, 2 in S. We have 3 in A. We have Act 3, which I'll collectively say is B. And then we have, like, 2, like, whatever chapters, right? But I'm not gonna count them into how I feel about them, because they're very utility, you know? So... yeah. I guess we'll go on to the big one, then. Well, before we do, though... Well, we'll do this afterwards. I think I can confidently say this. And I said this last time. It's more or less what I said before. I'm gonna need time to really think on this. But I think I like it equally to Cold Steel 2. Maybe I have a lot of attachment to Cold Steel 2. This is just a fun freaking video game, and I love, like, okay, I love the, like, Crow dynamic and the Divine Knight duo at the very end, which is, like, another one of my favorite final bosses, like, in the final chapter. And I love the epilogue, and, like, the divertisement are, like, really fun, and the mech battles are really cool. Music's good. Cold Steel 2 is a vibe to me. But this one is also a vibe, but for, like, different reasons. Like, the time travel stuff's so fun. In general, the character work is really freaking strong. And they both are, like, just, hey, we're just gonna let you go crazy with, like, the gameplay. And we're, like, gonna give you, like, mini games and, like, stuff like this. Like, we want this to be a fun video game. And it's definitely, like, more, like, and the plot's, like, really good, but I definitely have, like, a lot of downtime options, which is, like, good. So, I may... I know for sure I like it more than Daybreak 1. Even with Act 3 and all of its problems. Like, again, I'm going to be clear with all of you. If it were not for Act 3 being as messy as it is, it would be here. Like, full stop, no questions asked. As it stands, it is right about here. And this is a lot of nostalgic attachment. If I had to, like, the story's really good, but also the gameplay's here, so I guess if I wanted to be quote-unquote objective, quote-unquote. But then also, I think the more tank gameplay is probably more people's thing, too, so I guess maybe I can't say quote-unquote objective. But, I don't know. It's good. SC's good. It has just slowly been sliding down. And then the remake will come out, and I'll just prefer that. But, yeah. So I think this is where I rank Daybreak 2. Good game. Happy I played it. And I am excited for Kai eventually. Okay. So, we got a few more things to do. And they are Trails related. We are not even an hour into the stream, which is the funny part. I want to go ahead and do dead ends, because I saw this tier list existed, I guess. So this seems fun. Okay. Let's see which dead end was the wildest. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. As for airship, we'll get back to it. Okay. I will say for 1B, I really liked that they were using the time travel bit a lot. Like, I liked that they were using the premise. In terms of intensity, it's not the greatest. Like, I could probably put both of these here. In terms of, like, wildness factor. Like, it's just kind of showing, hey, we're doing the time loop thing now. It's here. We're not going to put a lot of budget into this one specifically because it's just a bunch of monsters, you know? But then again, I feel there's a lot of ones that are like that, so maybe we can make that the baseline. And if there's, like, anything terrible, we could do that. Like, just that. Okay. So the lane one at the very start is really shocking when that one happened. That one was brutal. Yeah. Like, that one was just brutal. And Van, like, immediately afterwards, it's definitely a good tone setter for the rest of the game. Alright. Then, of course, there's Katra, which is probably one of the best ones in the game. That one was insane. That one was insane. Oh. Yeah. Hold on, I have a funny thing I can do right now. Hold on. I had these in the playlist yesterday. I may add them to a new one. Okay. Hope you guys like 8-bit music. 8-bit ReZero openings, baby. Okay, so, Let's see. I'll put Kasim's one here. This one was, like, brutal in, like, narrative in the sense that he just had us gunned down. That was pretty crazy. I feel there's a lot of them that are just kind of like that. I think, like, the first Celis one is kind of like that to an extent. I love the second one, like, with the car chase part. That's cool. I like that one a lot. I said that earlier, but, like, it's true. The Ashen and Ikaruga, another one that's like a little whatever to me. I mean, the poison's bad. It's probably better than these two. Alright, we can put this here, and then we make a new one here. Okay. Funny enough, alright, the two with Maxim are really funny. The first one was pretty shocking. I could put that one in the same one. Second one, I mean, you know. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Okay, so, alright, we're getting into some good ones. Zect Arms and Heiwei. Oh, is that the one at, like, the cave that I managed to not get? I have no opinion on that one. What's your guys' opinion on that one? Because I did not get it. I will move on to this one. I did not get this one either. D. I see. What about this one with, Kasim? Yeah. I think that aspect is neat. Okay. I do like that you can avoid it, though. Like this with an asterisk of... I like that. Like, it's as, like, a gameplay thing. That's fun. It's a nice change of pace. Same with the Ren one, which I did get. That one's Kino. Well, not Kino, but, you know. Okay, Reset and Marduk. Like, that's a heartbreaking one. I do like the implications with that one. That one's fun. And the way we worked around it with the monsters is fun. Okay. And then we have another one. Okay, so I think we're all in bangers now. Okay, the twin bomb one, I did have to go back and get footage, so I have seen that one. That one's crazy. That one's like up here. It's at least A. That's also the fact that's a gameplay one is kind of fun. I do like that one. Like, that's a good one. Oh man. Yeah, the Arkwright Solution bomb moment is also just, oh my god. That was a crazy one. That one's definitely better than those two. Do I like it enough to put it S tier? We have some, we're in good ones. Yeah, I feel almost, this is, we're about to have a populated S tier. I can feel it already. Okay. This one was a little, I'll put this one A tier, but like bottom of it. The Hal part is like probably my least. I even forgot about that part when I was talking about like Act D or whatever. Okay, let me find Okay. Oh, the poison gas. That's a good one. Jeez, friggin' Harwood. And oh god, the red one. This one has so much emotional friggin' impact when this one happens. Anything Ren is just god. The airship is such a wild shot too. Am I gonna have to? I don't know if I can put any of these below S tier. These are just such good moments. The Garden Master one is like also like a crazy one, just seeing everything erased from existence. The school bomb thing. Okay, so the school ones are also... Oh, this one is just not... Neither of these are good sights. Like, these are just... Ugh. I hate looking at them. They definitely are effective as heck. Oh, again, we might have to... We're just at that point. They're so good. Okay, if I had to pick absolute favorites, we're gonna have, like... Add row above insane. Like the best of the best is definitely, I think, these. I think it's those two. Like liked, right. That was okay. Anyway, there you go. I think that's a solid tier list of ways that we have died horribly. Although this one's also insane too. But I feel like narratively speaking, these are just like, oh my god, what is happening? Although this one breaks my heart, man. Okay. Yeah. So, there we go. I guess that is my ranking for all the dead ends in this game. Alright. Now we're going to get real unhinged. Well, okay, we're gonna actually... You guys like mini games in Trails? Okay. I don't know if I'm doing this per se or not, but I sure got this ready. I could at least do my absolute favorites. Palm Party. There's a lot of rankings here for not many options. I mean, do they just want me to do them in order? I could do that. Okay, we'll go back to Daybreak music now. Okay. Shizuna, let's go. Do do boo do do do. Alright, I'm gonna like... I guess I'll just do this in order. Why did I put 7 hearts there? 7 hearts, I will decide your fate later. And why do they have 2 pokers? Who made this? Okay, Vantage Masters is what I meant to select. Okay, I feel actually... Free needs to be dethroned. Okay, I actually really like the Magical Girl Alyssa one, like the on-rail shooter one. That one's a lot of fun. I mean, like, the cutscenes are dumb, but I have fun with it. Project Tearfing's gonna be low. I can tell that already. Okay. I gotta say, as an aside, the Fio minigame, that last one in particular, is, like, really freaking good. Like, I wish there was more of it, you know? Where, like, that laser corridor where you had to, like, deactivate, like, the circuits and stuff like that. That was cool. I liked that one so much. The hacking one is fun. I like that one. Yeah. B-Ball exists. I mean, I think I might end up putting it on the same tier as the snowboarding and Cold Steel 2. Like, it's fun. It's not deep, but it is a nice distraction, you know? I kind of feel similar to how I feel about the banana boat thing in Reverie. See, now I'm not even doing this properly in order, but I guess that works. We'll figure this out. Okay, so the stealth is worse than those, but it just kind of feels like a standard stealth thing in an RPG. I don't have much to really say about it. It's weird that they have poker twice. Maybe they meant to put normal blade. Because they do have blade 2, which is low. Like, it's better than blade 1, which would be the worst one? But I might prefer blade 2 to Uno. Because you can more reliably win matches with blade 2. I don't remember the watermelon splitting minigame very much at all. Like, I genuinely, like, I think you just wait for a QTE and you hit a thing. I guess I could just put it next to this. I don't know. Thirds. Yeah, that one exists. I'm not gonna put, like, the actual, like, blackjack and poker stuff in here because I definitely have not played the roulette one in, like, I think Crossbell or whatever, but, like, those are just real things, you know? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is fun. It's a fun quiz game, and you guys know I am totally the best at it. Definitely. Uh-huh. Project Tearfing. Oh my god, its controls are so bad. But yeah, actually, I think Fio here really did have the potential to be my favorite of the batch. Or maybe not favorite, but, like, out of the ones that, like, have active gameplay, you know what I mean? Really underutilized. It really would. That would be so cool if it controlled any differently. They really wanted to have an Armored Core minigame. Alright. So, we have openings. But okay, 7 hearts. Okay, this is the actual one I really want to figure out how I feel. I may put it actually on the same tier. Because 7 hearts is deeper, but also I find the RNG more frustrating than Blade. Because it's deeper. Like, they're both luck-based, but also just there's a lot more going on that can screw you over, I think, is the big thing. Like, when you learn a strategy for Blade, and you know how the AI works in it, you can kind of play the AI. You don't have that luxury from the very little I played of this. I don't know. That be the trade-off. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so I guess a question for everyone. Do we want to rank the openings for these games? Oh, I see they have, I think, Kai's in here. I'm not going to pay too much attention to that. But, I know I have the funny thing here. Yes? Okay. Alright. So, I will go ahead and just have this here and then okay. So, I'm just going to put this underneath my webcam and we'll just relive some of these. I'll just kind of go through them. I will add, I don't know if this will be a spicy take in a second or not. Sky Ones. It exists. This is nostalgic at the very least. I can say that much. Back where it all began, right? I mean, it's effective at being an introduction to the characters. I don't believe it spoils much, really. Like, I think it just kind of is like, here they all are. I mean, there's like some visual things. If you played the game, you know what it is, but that's about it. That too. It is comfy. It's there, I think. Yeah, visuals are meh. I mean, the composition's good. It's such a stark contrast to literally every other opening, because the rest of them have like the funky J-pop, you know. But you do get the motifs, all that. Yeah. It might be C for now, but it is long. Some of these older openings were long. I think both Sky 1 and 2 had long openings. But I've seen this a good number of times. Okay. I wonder what the remake will do. It's probably going to do the J-pop approach, right? Surely. You would think, right? We'll see. I know Evo did. It'd be crazy if they just recreated this shot for shot, though. Very nostalgic. Anyway, I'm gonna skim through this because we will be here a long time if we go through all of it, but it's good. I think it is an interesting contrast to... I'm gonna do this way. We're gonna do original Evo, because those are on the list. I actually think Sky Evo is actually pretty good. Now, I do not know, because this one's Kadokawa Games, if I will get copyright claimed for this one in particular. So we will find out. But I do remember liking this one quite a bit. Because compared to some of the other Evo openings they did, I feel like this one was actually pretty light on the spoilers. This is like a really cute way to start it. And the vocal rendition of the main theme is quite good. Although, okay, it does have some spoilers in here, for sure. Like, I think the big one off the top of my head is that it has the arena fight later on. Also, I don't really like this about the Sky Evos per se, is that a lot of their shots are just like, we're just doing a scene shot or whatever. It's actually not like too bad, but then it's more, every once in a while it's like, hey, you guys have played the game before, right? We're gonna make the shot for people who played the game before. Like, what was it? Yeah. I don't know. He's a boring character, but it's still bizarre, right? Like, yeah. Yeah, like, this is really cool to see animated, but it's, like, kind of weird in opening form, you know? Yeah. But this is one I like. I like this one. At least if you've, like, played the games before, for sure. Like, I think this one's fine. So I actually personally rank it at least on the same tier, maybe higher. Like this, I like the vocal version of the main theme, and it's nice. I think it's, and yeah. Yeah. Okay. That said, when we get to SC Evo, very different opinion. Oh no. It's okay. We're not there yet. We will get there shortly though. Anyway, everyone, iconic one. Let's go. I love this song. Everyone loves Silver Will. This is another long one though, but it's not as long. Oh, also, this reminds me, I caught something kind of cool that Singa did, which actually makes that being used as like a boss theme in this make a lot more sense. That melody that he used that's used in a lot of Elaine scenes in Daybreak 1, that melody, he actually, a lot of the notes in Crimson Sin when we get there use like the same notes. You especially notice in the full version because it has it at the very end. It's fun stuff. But yeah. Oh yeah, I also have some fun ideas for my Cold Steel 3 video in terms of how that game handles the legacy events and stuff, so I hope you will look forward to that eventually. This is a good opening. Like, it's just good. It's just good. It's good. It's good. I had no problem rewatching that. It's at least gonna be A. It's probably S for now. It's good. It's iconic. It gets you hyped for that adventure. Lots of good choices of visuals. It's good. Anyway, you want to have Whiplash now? Are you ready for one of the worst openings I've ever seen? Okay, here we go. Oh my god. I already don't want to... I'm gonna skim through this for all of your sakes. So the Evo version, they used the full song for some reason, and they had no animation budget, so they just stretched out so many shots. It is so unengaging. I don't even know where to begin. That's not even talking about the spoilers that are all over this one. Yeah. Like, you see, this is, like, really, like, easy animation, which is because they had to make it for the full song length. Why? Anyway, spoiler example number 2 here. Also, the shot's still going. It's still going. There is no energy here. It's kind of cool. Keeps going. If we had a shot for every time a big spoiler moment was in this one, it'd be... Okay, this part's fine. Like, I mean, my friend Snivy used this one in his edit. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's do this one. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's what we want to see in our opening. First time playing this. Oh my god. Let's just do a snapshot of every freaking moment. Every freaking moment. Every freaking moment. You've played the game, right? I just... Why is it not... Oh, he's not in, like, any of them. Where is Walter? Don't worry about it. Oh my god. I mean, I think some of these are, but this is... look how far... This one... Ooh. I love second chapter. I love second chapter. I love second chapter. I hope we don't have any Daybreak onlys in the chat, by the way. Oh my god. If you're a Daybreak only and you got this far, I'm sorry. In general, I don't know how well you understood this game. It really does feel like an AMV, yeah. Like they just took cutscenes that they had and just like stitched them together. This is the opening, though. This is the opening. Oh my god. And the ending of the game for good measure. Let's go. We did it. We beat second chapter. You only need to watch this AMV to understand the game. I called it an AMV. Well, that's what it is, basically. This is oh my god. Anyway, as you can see, SC's is right there. Evo is going... I'm gonna add a row, because I know for a fact this is... Trash. 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 That's a trash opening. Oh man. Okay. Anyway, that's like, I think in general, one of the worst openings I've ever seen. Like, I've seen like crappy early 3D CG from like Shining Force 3 that is a better opening than that. Oh, okay. Anyway. Iconic. Another iconic one. Okay, the only thing I don't like, as an aside, is like Xseed made all these openings 60 FPS at some point using some kind of like upscaler thing, and it's kind of gross. That's one thing I don't like. Like, you guys aren't seeing it, but like I'm seeing it, and it's like really weird. It's funny, as a song, I think that's one of my favorite openings in the series. I like that one a lot. I don't think it's as hype as like second chapter, but like it's at least like A tier. I like Cry for Me, Cry for You. I may adjust this as we just like, because I feel like a lot of these are gonna end up really high, and I'm gonna have to start being meaner. But for the time being, third goes there. And maybe I'll just put these here preemptively. Okay. All right. So, funny enough, actually, I don't hate this one. The third Evo. That one is a lot better than SC's, for sure. I don't know what happened with SC's. They are good. See, I love this door effect. I like this one. Like, I used it in my video, I think, which is nice. See, this is a much more faithful one already, yeah. 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 Which is good. Like, if you're gonna do this, this is a good way to do it. There's still one very funny thing about it. Yeah. See, we got Agate in this one. Still no Zen, though. See, we have a good one. I actually would go ahead and go so far as to say, I mean, like, the animation's not the best thing in the world, but considering the budget, I would actually say, I don't know if I like it as much as the original or not. It's a good one. That's a good version. I think it's at least B. Like, I think it's a good version. I like that one. Still silly there's no Zen or whatever. And I guess a few things are like slightly more spoilery, but I feel it's back to like the implied, like, you probably wouldn't get much context from it, you know, that way kind of a thing. Like, I think that's fine. Like, it's about as spoilery as like the modern openings, you know, like, I think with that one. So that's fine. I'm okay with this one. All right. So, let's go, my goat. We're here. We're so here. We're back in Crossbell with this one, boys. Getting over the barrier with this one. Yeah, this one is doing kind of a lot of the same. Like, we're getting... I mean, it has, like, a lot of good energy, and it's doing a good job of introducing you to the characters a lot. This is also, like, the main melody of, like, the Crossbell games that show up all over the place. Like, they use it for a lot of scenes where, like, Lloyd is talking about Guy and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think the song fits the tone of the game pretty well. I like this one. I do have Crossbell bias. Shocker. I think it's very efficient at, like, showing the characters and getting what the tone of the game is going to be like and everything. And I do like the song. It's not, like, my favorite song on its own, but, like, the opening as a whole, I think it has some really cool visuals and definitely gets you excited for the adventure. It is at least B. I think in terms of visuals and everything, I think I prefer the visuals more than Third's. But Third has the stronger song. So they might be on even ground for me, maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that. But, okay, we have another Evo opening. Okay, so, this is actually the first Evo they did. So, we'll see how this one goes. If I recall, this one decided to do more of like a depicting their daily life kind of a thing. Yeah. There are some animation errors in here, by the way. I only noticed it when editing this. This does spoil Estelle and Joshua, though. Although you wouldn't probably know anyway, but... Okay, that's a bit much. Little final boss fight. It's kind of neat they wanted to do the combo crafts in the opening there. Yeah. That's a good one. I feel the other one is a lot more effective at, like, communicating, like, who the characters are, getting you kind of, like, pumped up and just kind of setting, like, the tone for the game. But it is really fun. I'm gonna put it, I think, maybe on the same tier as Third Evo, maybe a little bit. Like, I'm noticing we're noticing a trend here with these two. But, like, I like what they're doing there, you know. It's definitely fun. But okay. Now we're into my favorite game. Speaking of setting a tone. Yeah. Okay. Azure Gaming, everyone. By the way, the Evo one for this is going to be interesting. I love the build up there. The drop is so good. That Saki Momiyama friggin' electric snare is so freaking good. It just nails the tone immediately. You know you're in for a wild ride when you hear this opening. Freaking Aryan Road. I mean, the nature of openings, am I right? Yeah. For me, this is one of my favorites. Like, and I know I'm biased, but like I do literally like this, like borderline on the same level, especially like the visuals and like the direction there and everything. Like, it sets the tone so perfectly. I really like it a lot. True. I think some of them though are done in like such a subtle way that it's like, oh, just something explodes. It does depend on how much you're focusing. If you think this is bad though, you should see the Evo one in a second. I'm gonna be honest, this one might be more spoilery. Okay, so we have a trade-off here. I'm gonna show, there's actually two versions of this one, if you could believe it. There's one that was uploaded to YouTube for the longest time, and I thought this was the actual opening, but it was like I think it was for an ad? It was really weird. But, okay. This is... Alright, this is more spoilery than SC. But it is definitely way better directed than SC. But it is... Especially the... Alright, there's two versions. We'll do the ad version first, okay? I'm referring to SC Evo when I say that. Although, obviously, we... Anime game. Also, this is a weird one. They changed the song to a vocal version of the boss theme. Very strange choice. Also... God help anyone who played Evo first. Oh, it's so sudden. I hate the ad version in particular. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so here's the actual opening. Okay. Oh, we're not done. Obviously, we have the actual opening now. Especially this opening bit, though. This is the most AMV. Yeah, I do like that Noel scene. Also, Garcia. Okay. So about a good 20% more likely for you to guess the Gripwood thing now. On top of everything else. This is a really funny part of the opening. Adventures of Kia. I do like that back portion. Although I do want to clown on something really quick. Wait for it to kick in. I don't know if you guys all noticed. They just redrew their talking portraits. They just redrew their talking portraits for this shot. It's just their talking portraits. It's so funny. Anyway. Oh, so good. Okay, so anyway, that's the last Evo opening. We have gotten out of the Evos. There are no more Evos to be had. Okay, this one's terrible. I'm gonna level with you, but the animation at parts are kind of cool looking, but it is absolutely just every big moment, throw it in there. Every single one of them. Spoilers be darned. It's trash, but I kind of love it. But it is it's better than this trash, though. I need to make this clear. The Kia thing, though, is really cute. I like that. Alright, we're now going to do a pivot for a second, because you might be thinking, alright, but next Cold Steel, right? How wrong? Because a different game came out first. So, we'll look at that one now. Because I need to have my propaganda. Yeah, no, I agree with that, Amy. Yeah. Anyway. Nayuta Gaming! Also, since it's gonna be the first time a lot of you guys have seen this one, I'll just, yeah. Here's more money than the EVO version. Thank you, Gundam. Also another Saki Momiyama opening, because she did, like, most of the soundtrack for this game. It's such a bubbly opening considering some of the places this game goes later. Yeah, I like this one. I will turn my webcam back on. Yeah, I like that one. It's not gonna be high, I feel. But because, like, you can definitely tell that one is, like, alright, it was a spin-off game. We're not going to put as much budget into the opening this time. But, yeah, I think it's good. It's fine. I think it does set the tone for the game. And I like Saki Momiyama's music. It's good music. I think we have our first C tier. It's good. It's fine. Now let's talk about fan theories for 5 more hours. I think watch the end of my second fragment stream for context on that if you have not seen it, anyone. Okay, so next on the list, we're here. I quite like this one. I'm getting all of them but the one I'm actually wanting. Okay, there we go. Another iconic one. I will say, regardless of everyone's opinions on the game, this is an iconic song. I do feel nostalgic every time. And it really does fit the tone of the vast majority of the game. I wonder if this is another Saki Momiyama song. I did really like the way this melody was used in, the final boss theme and stuff, too, for example. That was cool. With, great power and stuff. Yeah. I definitely have an interesting opinion on this one in a little bit. That one, it's so crazy. I think that one just invokes nostalgia when you re-listen to it, just naturally. It's so good. All right, I'm gonna close the. So, I mean, hey, you know, misdirection. I may actually bump you here, and then I think I might bump a lot of these down one on virtue of, like, I think I like this on the same level as, you know, Aoi Kiseki. What am I doing? That one I think is one of my favorites too. Oh god. Okay. I may put you, maybe you here. I think this is how I feel. I think. Yeah. I like this one a lot. This one is just iconic. It's just so good. Like, it's, the song's good. It fits the tone. The shots are good. The you just kind of know you're in for fun vibes, and it's like a fun opening to this big epic adventure you're gonna go on for the next like 5 games, you know. Anyway, now for more bias from me. I love that shot of just the flower coming down. He catches it. It's so good. I love the build up here too. Just getting to see what everyone's up to and stuff. God, this build-up is still so good. It's just still building. So good. Like, yeah, this just instills the entire essence of the game just into this entire opening. This shot, I love that shot so much. This just is the whole game. Just, like, they even have the friggin' student recruitment in there. It's, like, so good. It's so good. Like, it's just, that's the game. It's... Oh, God. I will say, like... Alright, now this is cheating. You're not allowed to hit me with the 1-2 here, alright? We haven't had that with the rest of them. Oh, that title screen too. Oh god. It's so good. Yeah. I feel, oh god, it's at least here. I may like it on the same tier. Like I'm biased. You guys know what I'm about. Cold Steel 2, I consume. Oh man, I think I like it more than Azer's actually. Yeah, yeah, it's good. That's good. That's a good one. All right, um, time for. I think they're all bangers. Every single one of these is a banger in different ways. Okay, we're into production value. The opening. Let me find. Okay. Right. It's really funny though. I once looked into the lyrics here or something about it's like the girl just saying that she just really wanting love and stuff. I like this one a lot. It's a good one. I feel like all of the Cold Steel openings are bangers. They're all really good. Hello, Azure Siegfried. Can't wait to talk about that. Oregon Road. That shot is so menacing. It's crazy they have the funny explosion in here for like a frame. Maybe not a frame, but like a few frames. It's funny, this is probably still one of the prettiest openings, like, to this day. Like, I like the new ones, yeah, like, the pure actual anime ones, like, this is good. Well, of course. Common reaction. I am used to it. But yeah. That is a good one. That is a good one. See, we're in my favorites now. Oh my god. See, like, the moment we got to Cold Steel, we've hit, like, my favorites. I may actually bump this down, because now we have to. I'm putting. There we go. We're putting Cold Steel 3s there, I think. It's good. It's really good. As a song, I love the energy. The singer's really good. The animation is so good. It's so good. Like, the way they have, like, the characters in there and everything. It's good. It's good. Okay. Alright, we'll do that for now. But yeah. Alright, Cold Steel 4s. Okay, that was a little wacky. Alright. I'll give my opinion on this one at the end, I think, a little bit. I do like the build up here at the start. It is interesting. I've seen takes on the animation in this one. This one definitely feels like the most Studio Trigger, like, this opening for, like, most of its shots. Not so much of this part, but yeah. But I mean, this one very thoroughly establishes this is the big fan service game. And we got the Glorious. We got, like, all these iconic characters. Yeah. I think this does fit the tone really well. Yeah. Still the most studio trigger goddamn shot. Freaking Gurren Lagann up in this. And the 1-2. Okay, so it's weird. It's definitely not my favorite of the Cold Steel openings. It may even be my least favorite of the Cold Steel openings, but it's really good. The guitar is really strong. I like the way it sets the tone. The visuals are really interesting. Again, it feels very Studio Trigger. It's not like my favorite art style for all this, but it is very flashy and stylistic, and it fits, I think, what they're going for really well. That's like a personal opinion thing with that one, obviously. I think it's a good one. I might put it personally, though, maybe here. It's good. But I do like, it is well done in, like, a lot of the animation department. Actually, I don't know. Then it's on the same tier as the Evo ones, and it's better than that. It's better than that. Although those have songs I really like. I'll put it there. It's good. Okay. So I guess we're watching Amy's favorite. Here we go. Let's get the one that doesn't have NIS talking in it. Okay. There we go. I do want to add, this is someone's. I probably want one without a watermark. Thank you, person, for uploading this. All right, I guess we'll just do NIS's version after all then. All right. I'm a little mixed on how much this uses just moments from the actual game throughout it. I do like the use of, like, their new animation techniques for the other, like, main characters, like when they're doing the unique shots and stuff like that there. That's really cool. But the song, I like the song a lot. I actually like this song quite a bit more than Cold Steel 4's song. But yeah, this like montage of moments in the game. Hi, Emperor. They're definitely just experimenting with what they ended up doing in Daybreak. This is definitely, I feel, the kind of opening you would want to watch one time and don't pay too much attention. Because it has a lot of just actual, like, not even, like, implied, like, cutscenes throughout the whole thing. I mean, not entirely. It's like a mixture. It's less of an AMV than the other ones, but yeah, I think it does still manage to get some hype out of me, but like I will admit it's not. It's messy. I will say again, the song I like better than 4. Like I would actually put this one up with the Cold Steel ones for me. I like the song a lot, but yeah, the opening itself is not the greatest. I can put it top of C tier, I think. I think I'd put it top of C tier because yeah, it's got a lot of the same issues as some of the EVO openings, but I do like that song. All right, we're here for Kino now. Kino's here. God, I love this one. I love this one so much. Sure, it's nowhere near as bad as Reverie was with it, though. Judith Berger. Man was robbed in Daybreak 2. Yeah, this is the gauntlet of the reused cutscenes here, a little bit. Except we're out of it there. It was very short. I think that is in the game. That too. But they're like definitely quick and a very small part of it. And it doesn't aggressively spoil things because it is definitely like short enough that you are not able to derive context at all. That's a good one. That song is... Anyway, thank you. That's a good one. I will say it is one of my favorites. I think this one's S tier for me. I like this one. I like this one a lot. I listen to this song all the time. This has like become one of my favorite openings ever. Like it's so good. The song in particular is so good. It's so good. Okay. Anyway, now we're gonna circle back around. Daybreak 2's opening with the subtitles, which is funny that they did that. Okay, let's freaking go. Ah, shot is so good. It's so good. Again, this is another one, just this captures the game so well. Also, this part. I love this part. I want to point this out. I'm gonna have a very funny thing to say about it, but just, okay. So, I'm just gonna go frame by frame here for a second. You'll notice that it is just doing the shots of the opening in reverse. But they're like all like distorted. So it's just rewinding the whole opening there at the end. It's so good. And also, further evidence, this is just ReZero.
Trails Through Daybreak 2.
Thank you, Van. Also, further evidence, this is just ReZero. I'm gonna do this very quickly because I will actually get flagged for this cred. So we'll just do this real fast. Yeah. That the newest season did the same thing. Very funny. So anyway. Yeah. So I really like this one. This is a good one too. It's up there with it. I think I probably might prefer Daybreak 1's, but like, yeah. Yeah, so I guess there we go. That is every opening. Woo! That took a bit. Alright. It's funny, I set up several different activities. Like, I also have this Kiseki sorter thing. I don't know at what point we have hit too much that we could just call it a day. Yes, it is a good show. Good show. So we could do this, and then we wrap up, or we could just call it here. We've been at this for a bit, for sure. Just talking trails and stuff. Now for every credit sequence. No. Probably 10 million. I will probably be here for a bit. It does have every game. Even including Kai, which I have unticked. Oh, it does say filter non-playable characters, but it's in beta. Okay, you bring up a good point. Let's do Daybreak exclusively. I think that'd be a good way to do this. surely this won't take too long. Watch, it hits us with some super obscure people, right? That'd be really funny. And not horrifying in the slightest. If it even loads, actually. Dang it. It's probably because I had this page open for a bit. Had a moment. Okay, we have... I'm sorry, Judith's mom. Oh! Oh, these names. Okay, very funny. Gao Long, then. Gao Long? He's done more. Yo... Huh. That twist is interesting. I'm leaning towards Nina, but she's quirky. I can say so much more about her character than I can Renee. Alright, Olympia it is. Dang, dog. Oh, that's horrible. Anyway, sorry, Elaine fans. Not the oh my god. She's cool. She's also cool. I'm leaning some of these are just the most unhinged people I get blasted with. Okay, I did like Ariosh a bit, but Zin. I'm not gonna be that mean to Zin. Okay. Dingo. Easily. Nadia. Interesting. After this game, this is Leon's cool. I'm gonna go with Child. I can't be mean to Child. The fact I have to think about this one for a second. It's gonna be Van, but Judith is great. She's great. She's great. I'm definitely gonna vote her like crazy. No, you are in the trash. I literally like Trent better than you. I literally anyone. Yeah. Yeah. Katra's good. I like. Oh God. See, I like Celis's like personality and everything, and then Katra's great too. I'm gonna give Kat. Oh. I'm gonna. I think I like her more. I swear I like forget he exists half the time. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we have okay, so it's gonna be Shizuna. Jump scare selections I am continuing to get. Oh my god. Shizuna's gonna show up at my house and kill me. Okay. Let's put on some Arcade Solutions Office. Okay, Anya's. I'll turn this music down slightly. Okay. Okay, now that he's actually gotten some things to do, yeah. It's Ren. It's Ren. It's Ren. Fee. Okay, being real. She's fun. Okay, Kurogane is kind of goated though. Let's not be joking around here, all right? He looks like a faceless nobody, but bro's fun. Okay, I do have to give it to Nina because it's interesting reveals. Okay, now that's hard. I think I'm giving it to Kurogane. Yeah. 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 Okay, Walter is... I do like him a lot. But... Bro shot a missile. I... am leaning towards Walter. You know what, frickin' no. We'll tie him. Why not? I guess. Also true. Okay, real talk, I actually do think he's a fun villain, like a really fun villain. This is this is like a demon comparison. Like, what the frick is this? What the frick is this? It's like, I'm just comparing the devil to just the nicest, like, mom character you've ever seen in your life. How do I compare that? How do I compare that? Like, I don't have a metric for this. I guess Paulette, because he's making me uncomfortable. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna make him leave. Alright. I feel as Zin has developed, I might actually give this to Sharif. Oh god. Dingo. Nadia. Where? Yeah. Sorry, Aaron fans. Okay. Yeah. No. Sorry, Katra. Oh! Okay. Oh god, Risha's in the pool. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be real, yeah. Sao and Anyas is going to Anyas, of course. Ooh, okay. Actually, Ix is entertaining. He's pretty entertaining. I like Ix. He's fun. Ren. No, not Cold Steel Girls. You can't do this to me. It might be Fee. It might be Fee. Okay. We have Reset and Nina. Yeah, Reset. Swin. Let's go into Fairy. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Roy this time. Dingo. Poor Shareed. Van. Judith. Aaron. Child. Leon. I see. He's my boy. Like, okay, as a villain, he's really freaking interesting. Oh my god, Katra and Trent. No. Yeah, Katra. So. Every time I see Melchior, it's just like the devil. Or just like, hey. How's, like, that face in particular. I guess, okay, that's no contest. Why is his portrait like that? It's so funny. I might like it more than him. Oh god, you can't do this to me. You can't do this one to me. No. You're not allowed to do this one to me. Oh. I'm gonna tie these two. Nah, I'm good. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be real. Actually, I think yeah. Whatever, I'll give him a point. Just leave. Oh god. I think her. I like Bearguard a lot. Okay. Every time, I just keep getting these unhinged ones. Why they gotta do Yume like this? Okay. Okay, I think I like him with... Yeah. Okay. Poor Shizuna. Oh god. Yeah. 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 Hmm. Do 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 do. Fairy and Dominique. Yeah, Fairy. What am I even thinking? That's not even a contest. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Poor Zeta. Okay, fine. Alright. Yeah. Oh god. Alright, I do like Vanmore. And you can't do this one to me. Fine. Oh no. Oh god. We've made it more equivalent. Okay. Bearguard. Judith. Okay. It's okay, she is adorable. All right, she's gonna get points here. Portrait. I may like him more, just, even if it's for the memes. But also Sao. Okay, I do like her more. I like her more. Her. Him. Oh my gosh. Yes. Let's keep murdering him. Let's go. Let's go. Plummet him down. Okay. Where is that? Oh, yep. Keep doing this to me. Oh, you can't keep doing this to me. Oh my god. I reset. Oh my god. Oh, this like last like 20% is gonna be something, isn't it? Okay, I think. Okay. I may like Burger more. Yeah. 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 I may like you more. Okay. We got the funny one! He laid it on you. Okay. I think I prefer not to eat. Fairy and Katra. This is... Oh god. Okay, I'm leaning towards Katra. Fairy. That's fair. Ix and Mare. Trent, no. Okay, I'll give Trent one. Oh god, the song ended. Okay. Esmeralda, Zeta. See, we're back to the funny garden people. It's funny, if the garden people end up towards the bottom, I'm gonna be real though, it's probably a testament more than anything, because I actually do really enjoy them as villains. It's just when I'm presented with like these people, my gut instinct is, you know, pure villain characters tend to not be very deep, is the thing. They're very good at that, but this is a very different battlefield they are on right now. Okay. Okay, what are we at then? Melchior. But okay, so yeah. After this game, Ren is like probably like one of my favorite, possibly my number one now. She's gone up so much after all this cred. Yeah, then of course Vans 2. I love how this is dominated, like 3 of these are legacy people. Okay, Bearguard though, out of like the new characters, Bearguard is like 3rd place, actually. That's pretty good. I had a feeling he'd be high, but dang, okay. And then Judith is in 4th, checks out. And Shizuna landed 5th. Aaron 6th. Dingo. Elaine. Anyas. Elroy. Nadia. Katra. I do want to look at... Yeah. Garden Master right at the bottom. We did it. We dunked him where he belongs. Actually, okay, they're not the very bottom, but they're towards there. They're funny enough very close together. And Renee is just buried in between them. Yeah, it's like Ariosh, Olympia, Melchior, Kasim too. Kasim's with them. Alexandra. where is... Gerard, okay. So, Gerard is underneath Paulette, right? That very first vote I did. Very funny. Okay. Well, there we go. So that is my character ranking. We're gonna go back to this screen and wrap this up. So, there we go. This is going to be the last stream for probably a little while. My focus will be on college and script writing, and then video editing for like Cold Steel 3 and 4. And then later this year, I'm thinking of streaming the Sky remake. I've said this before. The main ground rule will switch on over to regular old face cam. The main ground rule I have when we stream Sky is that I have like friends that are very early on in the series, like my friend Studios probably will be popping in because he's played the original at least. For example, among other people who may have never played these before. So we need to have a ground rule to just try to avoid talking about the later games as much as possible. Which I know for a fact there are like references in the game as it is to later ones. So, you know, it'll probably be something we'll have to control ourselves on. But I'm definitely interested in the Sky remake. I think that will be a fun game to stream and get reactions to how they tweaked things and adjusted stuff and all that jazz. And I'll be playing it dubbed for the first time, so that will also be a change of pace. But yeah, these streams have been insanely fun. I quite like Daybreak 2. I've become a fan of these Daybreak games. But yeah, I will now be returning back to the world of Erebonia for a little bit. So yeah, when you guys get the next video, it'll be hard to say, but I think this has been fun. But yeah, I'll see you guys at some point, and I guess as an aside, I don't know if I'm gonna do any like videos for the Sky remakes or not, because I had an idea since before this even got announced to have like a Sky Revisited to talk spoilers for it at some point, but like that could be done for the remakes, but then I could be waiting for all the remakes to finish. God knows how long that would take. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. It seems to have a lot of marketing around it, so I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'll probably just focus on maybe just going through the games as they release, and then probably by the time I get to when the Sky remake kit comes out, I can just go all in, because maybe they'll all be out by then. I'm not sure. But yeah, and as for Kai, whenever that does get announced, I am looking forward to that game immensely. Yeah, looking forward to future Trails. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good night, take care, and happy trails, or whatever. Thank you so much for watching the streams. It really does mean a lot. And if you guys, and one last thing, if you guys want to interact with me in any capacity, I do have a Discord server down below. And you may, if we set everything up correctly, you should be able to get a role and view everything. If it doesn't work out, I'll just give you the role, and you'll be able to view the rest of the server. And you can talk to other people, other Trails fans, all that jazz. And yeah, you'll be very welcome there, and hope you look forward to future things. All right, see you guys, and have a good night.